media that I've been uploading, to keep everybody motivated, inspired, encouraged. You rarely see me, so I know some people probably been wondering like who's the dude behind the voice. I see the Clint Speak sign, and who is this guy? Well, let me tell you who I am, and I'm gonna basically tell you why I'm doing what I do. So I'm gonna take you back to my childhood. I was probably between the ages of 9 and 12, only child for 10 years. So I was always around my parents most of the time. So most of the time, let me put it that way. So when I got around somebody my age, and I'm not going to name any names, any groups, how this came about, but let's just say I got around one group of people that I was crazy about, I loved, and I was, because I was so hype, just real hype. Man, I was hyped to get around somebody my age, and you know, I guess I came off as just weird, so they called me retarded, and it kind of got to me a little bit, but I think for the most part I shook it off. Like, okay, they're just talking. I go around another group, another side, and I got called fat, and these are people that I loved, I thought loved me. So by now, at this young age, I'm tore down, and I would go home and go sit on the toilet, man, close the toilet down, clothes still on, and just cry, man, because I just thought, why would God make me this fat retarded boy? I didn't know, as funny as it may sound to some, that hurt me, man. I didn't, like, why did I have to go through this? And I mean, I'm already going through things because I had pulled some hot water, boiling hot water over on me from a crock pot, and it scalded my chest and scalded my arm, my back. So I'm already phobic about this. Now I'm fat, retarded. People don't want to be bothered with me like I'm thinking they would, thinking I was going to be accepted. So I grew up hanging on to that. It was so bad to the point to where I could play ball. Grew up in a basketball family. Tried out for the eighth grade basketball. Well, I was in the eighth grade and tried out for the junior varsity team. And they did shirts and skins. And I was praying that, please don't put me on the skins. And he did. So I'm phobic. I can't concentrate on basketball. I get cut. That set me back. Get older, and meet my first wife, and we hit it off good, and we get married. And the marriage was, at times it was good. It was awesome. And at times it was terrible. It was bad. And I'm not blaming her. I'm saying I was in the marriage too. So, we say things to each other, whether we mean it or not. I'm set back. It just took me back to this child that I never got rid of, that I never grew from. And I get married and lose a couple of jobs, and one job that I lost in 2007, that hit real hard, very hard. When I lost that job, later on, I lost everything because of that. And I'll give you the in-depth testimony as time goes on, but I know I only have a certain amount of time to talk to you. So lost everything, had to move back home. Now, only thing I did have my expedition. It ended up being paid for. And I had to move back home with my parents. So mind you, I'm heading towards 40. 5 years I'm in that house, the same room I grew up in. So I'm mad. I'm mad at God. Seeing some things I shouldn't have saw, not in the house, but just outside. And it's like, man, when is it going to end, man? I don't even want to be here no more. Like, I'm darn near suicidal because I'm asking God, why do you keep waking me up? Now, I'm not taking a gun to my head, but I feel people who do. I'm not giving an excuse. I just understand. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just understand. So anyway, in that same room, when I calm down, I hear this voice. I know it was God. He said, you know you have an enemy, because I was just going at God, man. I'm mad. Like, why do you, man, are you real? Everybody keeps saying you're not real, but I'm the one telling everybody about you. Now I don't know what to say now. I can't feed myself. I'm reaching down in between the armrest and the seat in the expedition, and where I did have money would fall, dollar bills, change. Now I'm reaching down there and I'm just pulling back my skin because of the metal down there, and there ain't nothing there. I can't even feed myself. Months goes by, and I'm not begging nobody, but man, it was something else, man. So I go through that, and I just remember that voice, and you got an enemy. And that just changed my life, y'all. I sat up in the bed, and I knew then it was war. It was a war, and it was on. So all the church going, all the scriptures, everything that's in me, man, it came up, man. All those weapons, and I started fighting. I started speaking positively over my life. And I remember God just telling me, go to the mirror. And I looked at myself and I said, hey, you don't look so bad. Matter of fact, I like how I look. I used to didn't like to hear my voice. I used to didn't like to see myself on video, pictures. That's why I don't have many pictures. I didn't get into the flow now where I like to see myself now. I don't mind seeing myself. Not long after that, after 10 years, and I'll explain to y'all, I get an interview. I get the job. 2018, I started the job after 10 years, trying to sell insurance, trying to work at Sears, and going to people's homes and giving them quotes on systems, to get them replaced. And you drive sometimes an hour and a half out, and they're not at home, where they tell you, I just wanted to quote, can't make any money like that. The job that I really wanted called me, offered me the position. I got it, started 2018. In May of 2018, now mind you, real quickly, I had been telling my children I'm going to get a house one day. I'm going to get a house again. Your dad is going to have a garage for the first time, because I need somewhere to put my muscle car. And they're looking around like, what muscle car? Well, it'll be here. I don't know if it'll be the Charger, the Challenger, the Camaro. I don't know. But I'm going to get a muscle car. And I said this for so long to my daughters, like, Daddy, when you going to get it? I said, it's coming. I said, I'm going to get married again, too. I'm going to have money again, to where I can go out and eat again. Well, y'all, this is the short version. 2018, May of 2018, I just started working in January. I got my 2SS Camaro, all white, fully loaded, 455 horsepower under the hood, sunroof, sitting on Camaro rims. A month or two after that, I got approved for a home. So my Camaro is sitting in a 2-car garage. I told my daughter and my sons, separate tub, jacuzzi tub and shower. And I got it. I told them I'm going to have a wife. I met her the same year. So I wanted to encourage you all, and this is why I'm doing this. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it's going to get better. I know it is, but people going through depression don't want to hear that. But I will tell you, it's a dude out here that loves you, and I don't have to know you personally, because I was led to come on this mic and tell you who I am without the music. You're loved. Don't give up. You're going to have to fight. It's not going to be easy, but don't give up. I love you. And I'm glad you're going to stick around and hear some more of it. This is Clint Speaks, y'all, and I'm out.